there, Alley Cats, and welcome back, finally, to Doki Doki Literature Club. It has been a hot minute since we have played this game. I am still joined here by Ben.
Hi.
Who is being a very good sport and agreeing to join me once again for this game. We haven't played this since, December, so it has been quite a while. But if memory serves me correctly, which I could be completely wrong about this, I think we were going to go for Sayori next in an attempt to get the good ending. Does that sound right to you?
Close enough.
If not, we're going with Sayori anyway, whether that was what we meant to do or not. The problem is, though, having to write a poem for Sayori, she's a little tougher because she's kind of a mix of Natsuki and Yuri, because she likes some good words and then some depressing words as well. So we're gonna have to give this a try. I'm gonna need you to keep track of how many we get correct, because if we don't get the majority correct, I think that's a fail.
Family.
Family? Alright. 1
for 1, you're on your own.
Alright.
I'm gonna go out on top.
That's not helpful. Let's do charm? Okay. Alright, we're doing good. How about... what do you think? Between these two, which one?
Tears.
Tears? Are you sure?
No.
Oh, okay. That would work.
2 for 2, I'm done.
Depression? That's definitely a Sayori one, because we've been through the normal playthrough. Let's do hurt? Ooh, doing a lot better at this than I thought we would be. Cry. Ooh, okay. Unrequited. Ooh, okay, we're doing real good. I don't want to jinx it, but we're doing very good. Let's do, oh, well.
Failed.
That's okay, it was just one. We'll be okay.
We're gonna lose.
We'll be fine. Okay, maybe we won't be fine. I think we pretty much have this in the bag for Sayori. Soothe. What? I thought for sure that was a Sayori word, because, she does the thing that, yeah. We won't talk about that. Joy? Okay. Yeah, see, Sayori is kind of a mixed bag of emotions, I think. Let's... help me. What do you think? Help me. Pick one.
Vanilla.
Vanilla? Well, you're a failure. And then one more. Embrace. Okay, we ended off on a good note. Oh no, I gotta remember these voices again. Oh, it's so long since we play, I always forget. Alright, here we go. Hi again, Bob. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Also, by the way, since we have last played, if you guys watch my other episodes, I did adjust my setup a bit and move the microphone. So hopefully you can hear everything a lot better, including myself and Ben and the game. All audio needs to be good. So, thanks for keeping your promise, Bob. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Oh god, I remember that. I'm pretty sure we've been through all this dialogue before, so we'll go ahead and skip.
Oh, we're showing the poems.
Now we gotta show our poem to Sayori. And by the way, as I've mentioned before, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned before, but it's been so long I just don't remember. All the scenes that we're skipping them because we did them in our previous playthrough where we got the normal ending. This time, we're trying to do the good ending, and it's taking so damn long, we don't want to repeat the same scenes again and again and again and sit here and read through them if it's something we've already done before, or at least if we can catch it in time. So, if you want to see certain scenes, go back and watch our other playthrough, if you haven't already.
Yeah!
Yeah. Which, how many episodes is this now? It's gotta be like over 10. So if you're skipping straight to this one, you're doing something wrong anyways. But whatever, we're gonna share our problem to Sayori.
I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first, because I wrote it for her. She's my good friend, after all, and I wrote it for her. ...
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Bob.
Eh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. You really, really don't. That's why it's so damn difficult to write you a poem, girl.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this.
Well, we don't want to go talk to Yuri.
Maybe even Natsuki's.
We don't want to talk to her either.
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Bob poem! And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
God, you're such a dick.
Why do we say their names so much? Like, they know, like, is she confused that I'm talking to someone else? Do I have to say her name when I'm talking to her?
I don't know. I think it's because, you know, if we were going through this game normally, like the first time, this would still be like the first day, technically. Or no, the second day. So, you know, maybe they're trying to re-emphasize who the characters are or something. I don't know.
You didn't say my name once in that, because I understood you were talking to me. Which just proves my point even further.
Whatever. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Plus, you never told me about the nap club.
See? It's like I said before, Bob. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people can do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here.
The motive to get laid.
Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined.
Ooh.
Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright. I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
And we read this before. Sunshine and blah, 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 blah. I want breakfast.
I want breakfast too.
It's 7 p.m.
Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. It's just a little bit.
You can't little bit wait till the morning.
I'm pretty sure we've seen this part before, too.
That's why skip is, you see? Whew, the skip function is going to be so helpful in this.
I know, we can skip through all of this junk. Ooh, even skip through the poems. Sweet. I'm liking this.
Uh-oh. We haven't seen her get mad at us yet.
Uh-oh. Dot.
Yuri stares at the poem, disapproving of it. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading it because it was only 20 words, sporadically put on a page.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
As far as you know. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh.
So it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face into her hands.
Or more like those red lines going across her face, hiding her eyes again.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits and skippity skip. Yep. It's nothing, really.
That's a easy way to summarize that.
Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Well, no shit.
That's because we wrote it for her.
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Uh-huh. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into this too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness and breakfast. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
Yeah, we're already on our second go-through of just this playthrough.
It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. There's a skip available.
That's okay, we're gonna skip. Don't want to read your poem. Oh, uh-oh. 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 Oh my. Help me, Sayori!
Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? ... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
God, you're such a pansy. ...
Say!
Oh my god. Ah?
Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable.
God, way to throw her under the bus.
How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Oh, Bob. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Oh, look at her eyes. She got those angry anime eyes.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because... Well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Good observation. Big head peel. Okay. Oh my god. Dot.
Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off to cut herself. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing.
That's not until later in the game!
Oh. I'm sure it's happening now. Those things don't just pop up out of nowhere. So this is why Sayori is vice president? I whispered to Monica. I'm sorry, I didn't whisper that. I didn't know I was whispering that line. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Yeah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
Suspicious? Alright. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Alright.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Alright, more skip. Okay, here we go. Let's see, I think vanilla...
Happiness.
What? Oh. Well... Okay. What do I do? Help me. Friends? That's definitely Sayori.
Friends. She likes friends.
Pain?
She likes pain. I think she likes summer. I don't know, but summer sounds...
I think she likes hope. She likes... Does Sayori like rainbows? I think Natsuki likes rainbows. What about excitement?
Excitement?
Okay.
Excitement.
Alright. Okay. Let's do...
Comfort?
Comfort? Yeah, that's definitely a Sayori one. Let's do... Together. And...
Alone?
Alone. That's definitely Sayori.
Together and alone.
This is a very contradicting poem.
What about... Treasure?
Let's... I feel like that might be a Natsuki one. What about childhood? Because, we're childhood friends. That might work. Hey, it worked. Depression, that's definitely Sayori. Family. Laugh? Okay. Memories. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Well, promise. And
I think you can
sadness.
just click whatever now because we've got 14.
I know, but
Happiness.
still. Happiness.
See, I was right the first
Happiness
time.
and depression, alone and together. Like I said, Sayori is a bit of a mixed bag. Forgive. Wonderful. Anxiety. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Let's end on a good note. Misery. Hooray for misery. Bob! Bob!
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff.
Monica and I.
Seriously.
This is about literature, and you can't get that right? The writers should feel ashamed for that line.
So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay!
Yay!
Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Bob to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. Fucking bitch, that's my man. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Bob?
Yep. Let's go.
We're going on an adventure. We're going on an adventure.
Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Okay. I don't want to worry about it.
Okay. Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
You told me not to worry. What kind?
Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
Ah, that sounds kind of dull.
Bob, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of a poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. ... Like that.
Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
God, you're so rude. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know?
I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
I guess so.
I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun!
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
Hey, Bob, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission!
The mission, eh?
Dun 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 dun. Go on. Dun dun. Oh, you're no fun.
It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun.
But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit.
I can feel you judging me over there.
Do you think we can read any poem at the performance thing? Like, could we do a Osmondius?
We never
by
get
Shelley?
to the performance. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, what if I didn't want to read one of my poems? What if I wanted to read, like, a famous poem?
I'm pretty sure we have to pick one of our own, if I remember correctly, from when we played through this game before. Pretty sure.
She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight into the closet, and I follow.
Into the closet?
Yeah.
I don't think she's going into the closet.
We're going into the closet. We're going to play 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Oh my. No, we do that with Yuri later. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
Crayons. Crayons. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box.
Crayons.
Reading the color name.
Crayons. Crayons.
Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident.
Smack!
Kya!
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf.
I'm not smacking my head against anything.
Try it. See if it helps you.
No.
She falls onto the floor, and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow!
You okay?
No, I just said ow a hell of a lot of times. My forehead.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. So you did go into the closet, I called that. You questioned me. You have to move your hands, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead.
It's not the crayon spilled all over her lap. I don't think that's in her lap, but okay.
Yeah, well, if it hits, it's gonna fall somewhere. You think that can actually hold 24 of them? Because that doesn't look like that big of a box.
I don't know. There's like 5 on this side with some room to spare. I don't know. There's only 9 on the ground, though. So people have been taking the crayons.
I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow!
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Bob!
Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even winching from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke.
Winching?
Wincing, I said.
You said winching, like
I
a
said-
winch.
I said wincing.
You said winch.
Wince with a C. What are you saying?
Jesus fuck.
I laugh loudly.
I know.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay. You couldn't have hit her head that hard.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one.
Sayori has good taste.
In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box.
At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Yep. Here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
It's nice and cold.
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. She drank like half of that already, by the way. You can see the bottle is half empty.
I know. It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Bob. This kind of reminds me of you growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Bob, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long?
Really? Maybe you're right. Bob, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever?
Forever?
And ever, and ever, and ever?
If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, she's gonna be jealous as fuck.
She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Ah!
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine, don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. ... Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Biscuit. Hi, Pop. Biscuit says hi. Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh?
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
Bish, did you forget the crayons? I forgot all of the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here.
Okay.
I found the poster paper, too.
It sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Bob. Yeah, picking up items is so difficult.
It's very difficult. Well, Sayori...
Come here, Biscuit.
I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. That was yours. Sorry.
I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat.
I was focusing a little too much on Biscuit. Sayori! ... Bob, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
I'm not hiding anything. I wasn't writing any poems before this club.
But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Eh? No way! Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Aww. Eh? What?
Stop thinking weird things, idiot.
You go and ruin it.
I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself.
Ooh, okay.
We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
God, you're such an ass. Eh? I don't know if I understand.
Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey! I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Hey, Bob. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Yeah.
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Liar. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. Now we're lying. I didn't write this for you.
Liar.
Sigh. Are you even listening anymore?
Nope.
Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
I don't think it's that kind of snap.
Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
God, she is clumsy.
So, like, how is she bumping into me if she's bending down? Alright. Let's just think about that.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. I would have rather given her the poem now and not had to have everybody else read it. That would have made life much easier.
Yeah, well, we can't do that.
You didn't read that poem.
We read it before.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort.
That's good.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori
Sorry, that's yours.
You're getting way ahead of yourself here. You need to slow your roll.
I know.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
I blame Biscuit.
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
Ugh! That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it.
You don't need to get it.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my
I
poem.
don't care about it.
Here.
Bitch, please.
Not bad, right?
Not good, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my... that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people found out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it.
Jesus. This is so bossy. Let's see what you've written for today. ... Well done, Bob. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
I can just hear the sarcasm dripping from your voice. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem.
I read this. She wrote about a trash panda.
Trash pandas!
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical.
Skippy skip. Monica. Skip.
It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. Why do you like Sayori? Why don't you like me? You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
I swear to God, your girl will have someone's eardrums.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. Please talk to me. Please talk to me. I'm not, like, super unapproachable or anything, am I?
Yeah. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
Don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway.
And skip the poem. Oh boy.
Skipping all the skips.
All the skips. All of the skips. Wow, this is a lot. Jesus. Oh, this is the question where, yeah.
I think we should walk home with Sayori.
Yup.
Yeah. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? That big boob hussy.
You're about to say bitch.
You gotta keep it PC for the people that are watching.
They say bitch in this game.
I don't care who says bitch, I'm not saying bitch.
You just said it a bunch of times.
I did
Eh?
not.
But she's so beautiful and smart.
And voluptuous. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Bob. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away.
Skip. Okay. Now we need to write another one.
This is the last one. It's 3 days, right?
Yep, this is the last one before we need to reload again. Together.
That's 15.
Empty.
There we
Yay!
go, 16. Not as good as last time. We got 18 last time.
Jeez. This is difficult. At least with, like, Natsuki and Yuri, like, we know which ones they want.
Who should I show my poem to first?
Gee, I wonder. ...
This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Bob.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. ...
Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright?
Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today.
Do you want to nap or something? Because I heard there's a club about that.
No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face.
Well, alright.
Hey, Bob, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end...
Yeah? I guess you're the one who likes this one the most.
Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else?
Wait. Of course I do.
Wait, no, I don't.
But that doesn't
we
mean
don't.
I need to try so hard to impress them.
We don't want to get close with the others? Wait a minute.
I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you.
Oh, Jesus. It's like an old married couple.
But we have a wavelength or something.
Oh, take
I
your
sound
words
like-
from Natsuki.
Sound like a pothead.
Man, we have this wavelength, you know?
This is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life, yo.
Wow, you lead such a boring life.
So sometimes it's easier just to write when thinking about you. Sayori?
No, Bob. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this?
Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden.
If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier.
Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile.
It's nothing, Bob. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori!
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself.
Damn, Sayori.
We didn't even get her poem.
Well, yeah, she probably didn't write one. At least I think. It's been a long time since we started this. ...
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's, it's not like you would actually do that.
You're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you.
Haha, bitch.
Gah! Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Wow.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
You're abusive, I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
Assault isn't a joke.
Dot. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Should just smack her in the
She's a
face and be
crazy
like,
bitch.
ha, that's funny to me. So that makes it a joke.
Anyway,
Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing even happened.
Psh, nope. Don't want to read about your beach. Yuri, ... decided to try something different today.
No? What are you talking about? Is that good or bad?
Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself.
That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another.
Why me?
Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share.
Is that so? ...
Yuri thinks for a good minute, not a bad minute.
That must be terrible. For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me.
Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion.
I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it.
Overthinking?
Being disliked.
Yuri.
I understand. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring that up. Yeah, you're very dislikable. Let's move on.
Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? You
Okay.
don't have to.
Here.
God
No,
damn
please.
it.
Please don't.
Another beach poem? Come on.
Oh, yeah, they both
get an
wrote about
original
beach.
idea.
Have we read this one before?
Have you? I'm not the right person to ask.
We'll pretend we did. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it.
Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it.
She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. But she said it was your idea. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad writing about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks.
And Monica skip. It's kind of funny.
How?
No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. But Sayori didn't have a poem today. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you?
I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined this club, we've been spending a lot of time together again.
I see. That reminds me. How about how Sayori's been a little off today?
Did she tell you something?
Bob, you haven't been flirting with her, have you?
Get out of my business, bitch. I've been treating her like I always do.
Very passive-aggressively. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori has been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? ... Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? No, please, no. We're gonna have to pick someone to help.
Sayori?
I know, but we can't choose Sayori.
We can.
Nuh-uh.
We just did.
Well, then read your thing and see what happens.
I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and...
But Monica said...
I don't give a fuck what Monica said. Am I allowed to say
said...
that? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
You can say that.
It was an outburst. I don't care.
Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much?
No, I don't hate you. I just prefer one over the other. Is that so hard to comprehend?
Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Yeah, see, we can't choose.
So then let's help Monica. Let's help the devil.
No, let's help Yuri so we can just...
No.
Because we helped her last time, so we can just skip through it.
Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori, I'd rather do it with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other, or do we? Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Sayori. Do we love Sayori?
We love Sayori!
We love Sayori.
We got all the feels for Sayori.
I love you.
Eh?
Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you.
Oh my.
I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy.
I know we saw this in the last playthrough we did, but I don't want to skip it. Bob!
Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me and reveals that I am brown-headed. I am a brunette with a black shirt on.
And now we load.
It is the day of the festival.
Now we reload. Back to where we started. And next, we're finally gonna go after Natsuki. And then we'll have to continue the game as normal until we get the good ending.
I decided to go with a very serious voice for the end part there. I hope that was acceptable to you.
You really sound like a robot now.
I do not sound like a robot. I just sound very serious in my speaking manners.
You sound a little bit like a robot.
I do not sound like a robot.
Anyway, so we'll go ahead and call the episode here, and
we
then
are going to call it.
and then
here.
give Sayori her own episode like we did with Yuri, and then we'll give Natsuki her own episode.
We're gonna go for the cute things in the next episode, like puppies and kitties and rainbows.
Hopefully it won't take us...
Jumpy. Jumpy is the one there that we would want to go for.
We'll do that in the next episode. Hopefully, speaking of the next episode, it won't take us several months to get the next episode out. Alright, so thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And until next time, we will see you guys later. Bye!